NAVI Stars is arguably one of the best players in Clash of Clans playing for NAVI. So I saw a video on him using this army. And I was like, why not? Let's try it ourselves. So this army, pretty simple to use. It's the same as the Mass Dragons one with the totem spells, except now we've got some different troops in. So what you want to do is you want to see where you can use the siege flame flinger. So what you want to look for is flame flinger value, and I think at the top is going to be perfect. Just look at the range of the expo, and then of course put down a barbarian just so that you can be able to start off the flame flinger and check for any testers or whatever. Then of course you still got these 4 or 5 archers at the bottom. You can 100% use them to start the funnel. I unfortunately forgot that you can get out the enemy CC with the rocket loons, so this is me trying to fix that in a panic, but we managed to save our siege barracks anyway. So we used the baby dragon, it got absolutely melted. I'm just going to use another dragon, and then we're going to place the totem spell just to also distract the expo, because the it's going to be siege barracks, so the expo will be attacking the siege barracks pretty soon. That goes down. This wasn't a waste of a totem spell. We saved the siege barracks, so I think that was a fair win. Now I made a mistake on this attack, and I'll tell you what it is pretty soon. So we didn't get the full 3-star, which is fine. We activate the invis tower in the core, which pretty much want to do. Now we can set in the rest of the troops. Siege barracks goes down to a bunch of testers, but that's fine, and my mistake that I made will be coming up pretty soon. So as you see, the dragons are going to come in through here. A totem spell in there. Realized I shouldn't have done that. Then I overgrowth it, and I was like, okay, no, we're pretty much chilling. Yeah, I was wrong about that, because now we have to come back for that part at the end, and that is going to be dangerous for us. So we're going to put a rage in, we're going to get the town hall, and by the time the town hall's done, that whole area is going to deactivate, and we are going to lose a bunch of troops, and we won't 3-star this, but at least I have some few pointers for you guys, and I'll tell you what they are. So totem spells, you want to lose more at the end game. The reason for that is there is less damage than what there is in the beginning. So use them at the end game. The free spell you want to use on like the revenge tower, not rage tower, revenge tower, or any other high damage buildings at the back. And then you want to use the overgrowth in the area that does high damage at the back as well, so just to keep it alive and keep them alive, or the troops alive at the back end, and get as much damage at the end as possible. So that's just a few tips. I needed to remember this in these first 2 attacks, but the last attack I'll show you what it looks like when done properly. So as you can see, I've got 2 spells left. I'm just going to place them down because I'm not going to 3-star this. I'm going to end off with the 83% attack. And that is one of those things, you know, first attack of the day, first time learning this attack. So what we can do now is we're going to head into a second attack of the day. And we are going to see if we can get anything better out of this. So look for the value. And for me, the bottom here, this is where I can get the most value out of it. Do the usual step. Barbarian, followed by the siege barracks, and over here realized the siege machine was going for the cannon. I did not want that. We're coming in from the tunnel side, so for dragons it's very important. I never came in from the tunnel side. Now after watching their video, you come in from the tunnel side, because otherwise the dragons aren't going to get the tunnel, so it's in a direct path. So we're going to set up the funnel quite perfectly fine over here, and then we're going to set the king and queen on the other side, and we have a funnel straight into the town hall. We misplaced some spells over here, especially at the back end, but we should be able to get a high % damage. Now the reason why you want to use the ice block spell, or the ice spell on the revenge tower, is for the reason of you get extra, that 7 seconds lasts longer when it's frozen than what it would with the totem spell, because the revenge tower does insane damage. So just a tip, when it comes to the revenge tower, use this ice spell instead of the totem spell. As you can see, We are now getting in. I had to pop the warden ability early. The minion prince somehow had a lot of damage taken onto him. We overgrowth at the top there. Our siege barracks is still good. Gonna watch. Look how quickly that totem spell drops compared to with the ice spell if it was there. I didn't do that, use that tip this time, so I thought I'll just it would be a good reminder. The core does get taken out. I used a lot of spells, totem spells specifically in that core, and we unfortunately the army is going to start dying out now. As you can see, still got the king and the queen. We got all our heroes, but this back compartment over here just absolutely wrecked, especially that fire spit. It just annihilates the troops. So one of those things that we learn, we're going to come off with a high percentage or a mid percentage, I don't know, we'll see. Still got some troops on the back end that just help clearing up. Pop the king ability just to clear up the trash buildings on the outside as well, but that's not going to help us at all. So we end off at like 90%, which is really good, and it shows improvement with this attack. And then the next attack is going to be what I consider a perfect attack for this. So yeah, not much to say. It's just placement of the spells was so bad, but now that I've implemented the new tricks, we'll see how that happens. Totem spell, if you have a bunch of these skellies, you can just place a totem spell. It actually takes them all out, which is pretty cool. Okay, so as you can see, sorry, I wanted to sneeze and I didn't sneeze, but the remaining 5 or 6% was just buildings at the back that we use for the overgrowth. So spell placement is key for this attack. Now for this one, this attack, it was pretty simple. We got all the heroes in one area, and this side we got the exposed mortar and cannon, expo. So what we can do is we're going to place a totem spout, then we're going to place the barbarian, and we see no Teslas have popped up. So we're just going to start getting the siege barracks down. We're going to open up, and we're going to let the siege barracks do some work. We're going to let the baby dragon also help funnel over here. The siege machine, we're just going to let it work. I'm watching with it. I'm going to put the queen on the other side, so I decided I'm going to put her on the other side. The reason for that is she'll help with taking care of the heroes, and with the funnel set up, the dragons will also absolutely demolish all those heroes. Now I'm watching this totem spell just to see if it's going to go down. It doesn't, and I was watching it because of the expo. Now I know I'm pretty safe from the rest of the attack, so I can start the rest of from the rest of the defenses. Now I can start from the queen. I'm gonna shoot straight through the middle of the base. Defense or air towers on the opposite side of where we are. We're gonna place down the skelly trap with the totem spell just to get everything distracted. We're gonna get the air defense down quite early. Enemy CC kind of gets pulled out, but that is fine. We got everything. Pop the warden ability with the rage quite early. We're gonna pop the minion prince ability later on. We're just gonna overgrowth that whole compartment. That wasn't a bad mistake. We're gonna ice the revenge tower. That's gonna help as well. Got the fire splitter on us, but we're gonna minion prince as well just in time. Get down the revenge tower. It does start shooting down slower, and we're going into another rage compartment. Air defenses are gonna take out everything over here. Fire splitter is a little bit of an issue, but to be honest, we're not that worried about it. Once that fire splitter goes down, it's not distracted on that one dragon rider now that was taking it out. Dragon riders now are pretty OP, so if you don't use them, you should start using them. They have a lot more tanking and damage ability. Warden is down, but that's okay because we still got a ton of dragons. Our king ability has been used, but we still got the queen at full HP, king at like quarter HP or half HP, and we just have to deal with the burst cannon, which that goes down. And this is, once that defense is down, this is going to be a clean 3-star, and there it is, 3-star secured. Nothing else can take out all the troops at once, and that is it for Stars Army, guys. I'll try it again tomorrow. I'm going to improve on it, but hopefully tomorrow you'll be able to see how good it is. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out another video that YouTube recommends, make sure you check it out, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Cheers.